The images and video clips featured in this presentation are the property of their respective copyright holders. They are used for educational and commentary purposes to support the discussion of art history. No copyright infringement is intended.
Welcome to an art study session. Today's artist deep dive is on David Hockney. Hockney is well known for his contributions to the pop art movement, but throughout his long career, he has continuously reinvented himself as an artist. He is celebrated for his work in painting, photography, printmaking, and digital art. David Hockney was born on July 9, 1937, in Bradford, West Yorkshire, England. He was the fourth of 5 children born to Kenneth and Laura Hockney. Growing up in a working-class family, David's father worked as an accountant and was known for his strong political beliefs and commitment to pacifism. It wasn't unusual to find him participating in a peace parade. Hockney has often spoken about his admiration for his father's creativity and practical skills.
He used to buy and sell old bicycles or prams and paint them up new to look like new. And I used to think you couldn't tell.
Growing up in post-World War II Britain, his family's optimism, resourcefulness, and hope for a better future left a lasting impression on him. David attended school in Bradford, and by the age of 11, he had already decided that he wanted to become an artist. His teachers were not particularly encouraging and often told him that art could not be his main focus. Fortunately, his parents were supportive of his ambitions. He went on to attend Bradford School of Art, before enrolling at the Royal College of Art in London in 1959. It was during this period that he became associated with the emerging British pop art movement. Hockney was the only one of his siblings to continue his education past the age of 16, and he took his studies very seriously. He worked tirelessly, practicing his craft from morning until night. During these years, he developed a keen eye for observation, learning to notice details, colors, and visual relationships that many people overlook at first glance. In 1964, Hockney visited Los Angeles for the first time. He fell in love with the city almost immediately and soon decided to make it his home. Los Angeles offered a dramatic contrast to the gray skies of post-war Britain. He was inspired by the bright sunlight, vivid colors, palm trees, swimming pools, and laid-back atmosphere. The city opened up exciting new possibilities for his art. Los Angeles also gave Hockney greater freedom to explore his identity. Although he had always been honest about who he was, homosexuality was still illegal in Britain at the time. Living in California allowed him to express himself more openly and confidently. References to same-sex relationships appear throughout his artwork, and his honesty during this period is one of the reasons his life and work remain so inspiring today. As his confidence grew, so did the expressiveness of his art. His paintings became brighter and more vibrant, reflecting the California lifestyle that fascinated him. During this time, he also formed many important personal relationships. One of the most significant was his relationship with Peter Schlesinger, an American artist and model whom he met in the late 1960s. Peter became both a partner and a major source of inspiration for Hockney, appearing in many of his paintings, photographs, and drawings. Although their relationship lasted several years, it eventually came to an end. The heartbreak and sense of longing that followed can be seen in some of Hockney's work from that period. While Hockney has generally kept much of his personal life private, his art offers glimpses into the people who mattered most to him. Throughout his career, he has created portraits of friends, family members, and fellow artists, documenting the relationships that shaped his life. Another notable relationship was his close friend Celia Birtwell, a fashion designer. Celia is found in many of his pieces and is seen in his iconic 1971 masterpiece, Mr. and Mrs. Clark and Percy. David Hockney has unfortunately lost some of his close friends, including his personal assistant Elliot, who had an unfortunate accident in David's house resulting in his death. David also saw a lot of loss living through the AIDS crisis. All of this loss is one of the reasons he has created so many amazing portraits. It is a beautiful way to honor the people closest to him. Later in life, Hockney returned to Yorkshire, creating works inspired by the landscapes of his childhood. He also spent time living and working in France, where he painted the changing seasons and countryside around him. One of Hockney's most famous works, Pool with Two Figures, sold for $90.3 million in 2018, making it one of the most expensive works ever sold by a living artist at the time. Despite his success and numerous awards, Hockney has consistently emphasized that the true value of art lies in creativity, curiosity, and careful observation rather than fame. One of the most remarkable things about David Hockney is his willingness to embrace new ideas and technologies. He has never been afraid to experiment. A great example of this is his Joiners series from the 1980s, where he challenged traditional photography by combining multiple photographs into a single image. These works captured different viewpoints and moments in time simultaneously, creating a completely new way of seeing. Hockney has also embraced digital art, creating drawings and paintings on tablets and mobile devices. In recent years, Hockney has faced some health challenges, including hearing and respiratory issues. Even so, he has remained active and dedicated to his work. Now in his late 80s and living back in the UK, he has said that he still paints for 4 to 6 hours every day while continuing another well-known habit, his love of smoking. David Hockney has brought an enormous amount of joy into the world through his art. He has lived honestly, remained endlessly curious, and approached life with remarkable confidence. His influence on modern art is undeniable, and his place among the great artists of history is more than deserved.